Okay, so this is Group B. Let's take a look at the bracket real quick as a refresher. So this is Group B, upper bracket semifinals, Rocket Raccoons versus Stack of Doom. My prediction for this series is 2-1 for Rocket Raccoons, although I think this can go either way. I actually subbed in for Stack of Doom 2 days ago. I subbed in because Dark Monk was busy, and they played pretty well. They're pretty impressive, I thought. But Rocket Raccoons are one of the favorites of the tournament. I think both teams will probably end up qualifying for playoffs, but I think this one I have Rocket Raccoons favored. Okay, so taking a look at the bans. Lucio Daka bands, very standard, very smart, because they don't really play Lucio. Link doesn't really like to play it, and Scorch does play it, and also Dahaka is one of Ubi's best heroes, if not his best heroes. Still first pick, they banned Ario Maev. Hogger Joe, I like it a lot. I think Blaze is probably better, but I think Ubi is very comfortable on Hogger, so I like it. These guys are probably gonna go Blaze here. These guys are kind of known for cheesing and playing like weird stuff like Medivh and Butcher and Zarya and double support. So we'll see if that comes out. Otherwise, if it's standard, they should just pick like Blaze and like Rhaegar or something. Okay, yeah, they're already cheesing out the gate, double supporting. Double support is still pretty OP, even though people don't really play it much anymore. Now, what these guys should ban is either an engage type hero, like a Thrall, Imperius, or they could ban a macro hero like Blaze or Junkrat or Zul. Either one is fine because they already have their carry, so it's more about okay. So they banned the Zarya. Those guys love playing Zarya, so I don't hate the ban. And then if I was Sack of Doom, I'd probably ban a macro hero like Falstad. You could also ban something like the Mephisto if you're worried that you would lose team fights to it, but I think they want to play for team fights. I think they should ban like something that split pushes. So Falstad is a natural ban. Okay, they actually banned Chromie instead of Falstad. Chromie is pretty solid into double support with Sands, because you can just farm the Uther. What would I pick here? I would pick Falstad and Brightwing and just play the map. Oh, there's a Falstad. Oh! We're back at it again with the predictions. I mean, that's what I would pick. This is pretty much what I would have drafted, so I like how these guys are drafting now. And then what did they round it out with? You probably see a Blaze here. You could see an Illidan for Darkmock. He is a bit of an Illidan main, but I don't think they're going to go for that. Probably just Blaze or Yrel. Plus, I like Yrel here myself. Okay, plus the Engage. It's like a pseudo tank. The Imperius. This could have been a Thrall or Zul as well. It makes sense. We actually played, when I was subbing in for Stack of Doom, we played a very similar version of this comp. And I was playing Yrel. It was like Ariel. We had Ariel instead, but they banned it this time. But it was same like Sylvanas hyper carry double support. I was just double soaking with Yrel while they're killing everyone with Imperius, Sylvanas, and 2 supports. But I think the macro option, the Orphea, I think I would have preferred like a Mephisto or Junkrat. But Orphea is a pretty comfort pick for Disciple. And they always have the macro option with Falstad to just split push, as long as things don't go out of control. Whose draft do I favor? I think both teams kind of got what they wanted. I think both drafts have clear win conditions, but I think I'll favor Rocket Raccoons draft because I think the macro style does counter the all-in double support style, especially on a map like this where you don't have to really fight. The Garden is kind of a unique map in that the objective is so weak and the objective takes so long to secure. Like getting 3 different seeds, like the time it takes, like especially if you're getting poked away, and just like the weakness of it, like once you do finally get it, it makes it so this map, especially in competitive, normally goes pretty late game. And so it gives you the option to like not play for the objective and just play for buildings and split pushing. Or in the case of Stack of Doom, they're just playing for like all in team fighting. But they could get ran around the map, that's the thing. And that's why I really like the false set, and that's why I think it was a mistake for them to not ban false set. Let me see if I can, actually we'll watch this level 1 fight first. Cypher getting an early Brightwing Z, they're gonna get some chunk onto Alcin, but he's just gonna spear away. But meanwhile, false set is working on the lane. Dark Mug will clear it mid, and he'll just be double soaking. I wanna move my... Please don't kick me out of game for this. Hello? Please don't tell me you just froze my game for that. Oh my god, I'm getting cooked. Okay. I just wanted to... Okay, we missed the Hogger kill, but... I feel like higher graphics is probably good to spectate on. We missed the Hogger kill. He probably just got speared into Uther stun into silence. We do see the Brightwing Z coming in onto Yone OTP. His name is Playe, by the way. So I'm probably gonna call him Playe, so don't get confused if I call him Playe, because that's like his other name. And this is Marinus. That's like the English pronunciation. But yeah, it's kinda hard for Brightwing to heal against their one shot. That's probably what happened to Boobies. He just got one shot, and Brightwing didn't have Z or couldn't Z in time. Marinus is slowly working on bottom here though, but he's not getting too much. Darkmock doing a good job double soaking. Ubi will have to do some more camps. And actually, Bruiser camp. Oh, are they gonna get that bait? Ah, nice polymorph by Scourge. I like the greed here from Scourge. Holding the camp that way, because if you cap the camp right away, then they can clear it a lot easier. But now it's gonna sit behind the gate and help hit their camp. So I like that. But this still is a giant push. And even though you have Johanna and Orphea, this might be tough to clear. The Giants are helping a lot though here. And Ultra is gonna save his trait. So Ultra is maybe saving trait for the dive. They do get a stun onto Playe. He uses his trait and walks out of the silence, so he's just fine. And yeah, very nice clear here. They do lose the wall, but this is a very good defense, 3 versus 4. And this is one of the biggest advantages of having a Johanna on your team, is that any other tank is like useless there, right? Oh, we missed another kill. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. We're missing kills like crazy. Darkmock somehow solo killing Marinus. Absolutely gaming. But this is the power of Johanna though. Just absolutely 3v4, like super free clear. And they actually got more on the Ubi mid push than they did on the 4-man top push. So that just tells you how strong Johanna is, and how strong Hogger is if left alone in a lane. Which, we can't really blame Darkmock for that, because he was literally solo killing a full stud. So like, Darkmock is doing everything he can. His team is just underestimating how strong Johanna and Orphea and Brightwing are at defending the 3 versus 4 push. And they're not able to dive quite yet. Maybe with ultimates. With ultimates in a 4v3, they could dive that with Silk Trait. But before level 10, the Johanna Orphea, as long as they're playing patient and methodical, they can easily clear there and actually get more value on the map. So yeah, really good macro so far from Raccoons. If Marinus didn't get solo killed there, they would be really far ahead. But it's still relatively even. It's just a wall for a wall. Playe gonna get stunned up earlier. He does use his trade, so he probably can't stall this anymore. First objective going over to Stack of Doom. We'll see a little bit of bottom pressure. I think they just want to get this wave. There's no Brightwing here either, but all the lanes are being pressured right now. And you have 2 globals, so you're allowed to play risky like this. Like normally you wouldn't want to step up with just your healer and damage, but because they had that Brightwing Z ready, and they always have fly as well. If they do see the situation where perhaps Stack of Doom is overcommitting, they can always get flown on. Playe anchoring a little bit deep here. He's gonna get stunned up here. He's gonna get speared. He does get the trade off, but not before all the damage comes through, and he's gonna have to back away. Playe's gotta be a little bit careful there. The Brightwing heals early, like especially when the Z is down. They can't really save you from that. If Sukhov was there, he would have died. If Sukhov or Sylvanas was there. But he was just anchoring. He will back and get back on the map. And we'll see Stack of Doom going for a bot lane push here. So they are on a timer from Morenas, but Darkmok will go up, so it will be 4v3 push again. And actually, Fly is coming down, so it's gonna be a 4v4 soon with the potential Fly coming in. So it could be a 5v4 if Morenas flies, but I think they're just gonna defend this safely. Fly with a very aggressive condemn though. They do get the polymorph onto Alcin, but double healer. Pretty hard to secure kills, even with him spearing nothing and diving into 2 towers, they're still losing the trade. So this just tells you how strong double support is. Although Ubi with a nice stun into spin, and Disciple will go in for some trade damage, but he just has to back away. Just getting auto attacked by Sylv, and double support sustain is too strong. So the 4v4 slightly won here by the double support comp, pretty expected. Ubi will go soak up mid though, and Darkmok is trying his best to survive against the false side onslaught. Tributors tops out here, neither team really going for it. Both teams just focusing more on waves right now, which makes sense. As I said, this objective is pretty useless for the most part, so committing too many resources to it is normally a bad idea. Alcin gonna look for an engage. Faye actually having to use Bust Shield very early to disengage. So nice job from Alcin pressuring that out. Ubi with a nice spin away, sensing the gank was incoming. Faye doesn't have Blessed Shield, so he just has to respect and back away. Doesn't want to take too much damage, because you go with Brightwing heal, you don't really want to take too many trades. You either want to all in, so even here, Scorch kind of panicked because you saw the spear come in. You either want to all in with Brightwing Z, like with Brightwing heals, or you want to chill, because you can't really win the sustain war with the Brightwing. And that's your trade-off for the macro play and for the blinks. And for the polymorph is like, you don't have like the Giga sustain healing that like a Malfurion or something has, or Sukhov has. So you gotta be careful taking too many trades, although this is a nice, I think a slight mistake here from Sack of Doom. No one went to clear mid, so they just lost their fort to a wave. Speaking of losing, we do see a Blessed Shield coming to Ultralisk. He backs out of the Eternal Feast. He does get a 2-man Willing Arrow into backline, but he has to E away. Ubi has a nice spin on the backside, and there's a kidnap onto Brightwing. V-Shield is already out though. The stun follows up onto Brightwing, but she blinks away. The Gust comes in for Morenas, and he rolls in aggressively onto Ultralisk, and that would be Ultralisk falling, which is our hyper carry, so there's no way they can win this fight now. The D-Shield was far too early or far too late, depending on how you look at it, but the D-Shield basically did nothing there. I think that was the biggest reason why they lost that, but it was a very beautiful engage here. The Eternal Feast after Blessed Shield forced Ultralisk to walk down and commit Willing Arrow so early, and then he had to E away with no health, meaning that X-Ray panic D-Shielded him because he had no health, but that's never how you want to use D-Shield. You want to use D-Shield more proactively, but he basically just used it on nothing as Ultralisk was running away, and then when the re-engage came in from the flank gust with Morenas, there was no D-Shield there for Ultralisk. But really nice punish and really nice engage with the globals as well. They tried to turn it with the kidnap on the Brightwing, but she just blinks away, right? That will be a level lead coming in for the Raccoons. Bottom fort's being pressured very hard here. X-Ray trying his best to solo Kure, but I think this fort might go down. The boys are on the way. It looks like they're looking for a 5v5 down here. Actually, Ubi is not here, so they're probably gonna have to gust. Yeah, there's a gust. They're still looking for more. Oh, nice job by Blessed Shielding there just in case his trait wouldn't stop the spear. So they did have to use 2 defensive ults there because their Hogger was top and they got collapsed on. But it's still a good trade for them because they basically got the whole fort and they're getting top fort meanwhile. So all they have to do is kind of troll here and stall. As long as they stall a little bit, then they will get a ton of value. Nice blinds here, nice Eternal Feed. They're just trolling them because they're getting a ton of value on the map. So this is like the macro option. See, this team, they only have 1 win condition. It's run it down. Smork time. But Raccoons, oh man. Raccoons are playing with fire here though. Yeah, they're trolling a little bit too hard. We don't want to troll that hard. They did enough, but they overstayed their welcome. And they do lose a Disciple, and they will lose a play here. So there you go. They're only win condition. Like I said, oh, nice Gust. Gust came back up right in time. Beautiful Gust there for Morenas. So 2 Gusts saving some disasters. Disciple still falls, getting a little bit too greedy, and they will lose their bottom fort and the second seed down here, but they will get top fort. So it's still a fort for fort, but a 1 for O there. Marina's sniffing out everyone. He should probably run away. Yeah. Yeah, their only win condition is to run it down, so they can keep doing that, like just troll them and get value on the map. But they do have to be careful, like overstaying that welcome. Like Disciple just getting a little bit too hypey. You see, they were winning the 4v5 for a bit because they were just like poking them and backing up, like kind of spacing them well. But he got a little too greedy with it. They all did. They all stayed a little bit too long. This will be the objective going over, but there is no 16s for Stack of Doom. Like I said, this objective kind of sucks, especially if your waves aren't pushed out. So they probably don't even get a fort here. Maybe they get 1 fort. But this should just be basically a free clear. Also looking for a reflank here on the mid side. He does get spotted out by Playa. They will exchange a little bit of damage here. Nice dodge on the blind there. He actually chunks him to half from just 1 combo. Cleanse comes in onto the polymorph. Nice cleanser from X-Ray. He would have got chunked pretty hard. And they're just making space for Ultralisk and Darkmoth to get a little bit of push. Now that they're 16, they could maybe look for a dive, but actually we'll see the Bless going in onto Alcin, and I like that D-Shield a lot more. That's a really good proactive D-Shield. As soon as the Bless Shield came out, oh my, we missed Ubi solo kill. That's the 3rd kill we missed. I'm just not expecting people to randomly get solo killed. Ubi just farming Darkmoth, I guess, in the top lane. He did get some of the fort. But yeah, objective free clear, this is what I mean. This objective sucks. I mean, it's maybe not fair because they weren't 16 for most of that, but even if they're 16, I'm telling you, like, they would have got like 1 fort, that's it. Morena's very aggressive fly there, but the silence was a little bit late from Linked, and they're actually going to one-shot X-Ray. The counter kills are looking... Oh, beautiful cleanse there, and beautiful gust. Nice disengage once again. Scorch, basically pixel perfect cleanse onto the Wailing Arrow. And a nice gust from Morenas. The re-engage is coming in from Alcin, but the Uther Ghost is gone now. They will almost trade it onto Playa with the silence resets. But Johanna is just way too tanky. Disciple will look for more onto Ultralisk, but he does get Blaze stunned up here. Nice heals from Scorch. Playa is 1 HP as well, and Disciple finished with a Q. Wow. Very clean from Raccoons. Very, very clean. Very clean tanking from Playa. He's eating all of their damage for breakfast, and he's just tanking it up and surviving. I mean, everyone's helping him out though. Like the Gust is coming in at the right time every time. Oh, what the Ubi? What is that? Hold Ubi? Ubi's gotta settle down a little bit. He's jumping in the towers. He was just feeling it a little bit. He was just feeling, maybe had too much coffee. Settle down, Ubi. Yeah, this should just be a checkmate scenario for Raccoons. 3-level lead, 3 keeps, or sorry, they have all 3 forts, they have 2 globals. And again, the only thing that Stack of Doom can do is team fight. So you can just bait them into a bad fight, or you can just never give them a fight and play the map. You have both options. And you can do a bit of both, you know? Play the map until they overextend, then look for a collapse. They will actually look for a Bless Shield. Oh man, another bad D-Shield. The damage was already done, but they do counter engage on the Disciple, and he will get 1 shot, and the Kidnap will come in. Right before 20, they're fighting. Playa will fall as well, and wow, the comeback is alive. The checkmate is gone. They blundered. They blundered their... All they needed to do was not do any of that. I mean, it was good. They baited Bless Shield. They just keep... Or they baited D-Shield with Bless Shield. They just keep over-chasing for no reason. They're just disrespecting. They didn't even have to do any of that because Falstad was just free pushing bottom. But like, it was fine to even bait the D-Shield. Which, it was a bad D-Shield because X-Ray, he already cleansed the engage. And all the damage was done, and then he D-Shielded. But it was a beautiful turn there. And nice spear onto Disciple from Alcin to set it all up. Disciple kind of dying at bad times here so far. But yeah, I mean, I think it still should be checkmate. Even with those 2 kills and the mid fort and the top fort, it's still very, very hard for Stack of Doom to win because again, like they have the macro option and this false set, like no one can match this false set. Like he's just gonna AFK down here forever. And as soon as like the thing is, if Blaze shows on him, he has epic mount, he can just instantly fly to the rest and take a 5v4. So it's like pretty doomed for that. They're just gonna have to hope to win a 4v5, which it is possible with double support. Or they hope to gank the false set. But he's too smart. He'll never fall for this gank. Because he'll wait he'll just wait for them to not show. And then while they're not showing, they get value on the other lanes and keeping all the lanes pushed in. So even if they do ever lose a fight, their lanes will be so pushed in that they probably won't be able to get much from it. Although they do have Sylvana, so one fight is probably a keep, and maybe even game, depending on where the fight happens. Yeah, the name of the game here now is Patience for Raccoons. I think they've realized that they're kind of throwing a bit, and I like this. They're playing very patient, methodically getting wave prio every lane, slowly getting the objectives, and slowly playing around their false set. Remember, you know that Sack of Doom has to 5-man sack, so as soon as you see them, you just run. There you go. This time they're running. They're not going in. I mean, you could still pressure a little bit, but again, like you gotta be careful over. Like they've done it 2 times now, where like down here on bottom earlier, and over here in mid, they've done it where they overstayed their welcome. When it works, like how it did down here, it looks beautiful. But when it doesn't, they're throwing the game. And Stack of Doom, they just have to try to force a fight somewhere somehow. They just have to YOLO force a fight. Even 4v5, they might have to just force a fight because they're gonna slowly bleed out on the map. So all Sack of Doom can really do is run at them. This is good from Sack of Doom. They should go in if they can. I think Raccoons are too deep again. They are baiting, but actually they are able to walk away. They are buying good time for their false side though, so it is good to like step up a little, you know. But I do think they were kind of far up there. I'm surprised that Stack of Doom didn't pull the trigger. They will just go for. Oh, will they sniff him? Oh, he's got epic bound. He just zooms up. They will get the second out of third, so both teams 2 out of 3. Top is being pressured here. They're gonna have to run away immediately though. They're just trying to draw them up here to draw them away from false side. A little bit of a tug of war, you know. Like, hey, you guys are going bot side, we're gonna pressure top side. Hey, you guys are running out of top side? Okay, false side's gonna start pressuring the map again. Let's see where this next trip spawns. Okay, top left spawn. So this is a good spawn for Raccoons. It's on their side. So, Sack of Doom going for a nice invade here. Very nice. They actually get the spear onto Ubi, who doesn't have spin quite yet. They're also looking for some damage onto Playe, who is a little bit split here. Who have to use his trait early. Disciple will get dismounted by the Sylvanas W, and then beautiful unstoppable into Kidnap here from Alcin. The Fly Gust does come in though, and X-Ray is getting pummeled by Eternal Feast, and he and Alcin just get one shot. Beautiful collapse there. X-Ray does have res, but the boys are gonna have to run for their lives. He might have to self-D-shield here. We'll probably see self-D-shield. No, he just dies again, saving the D-shield, but I think that's probably gonna be game. A nice team fight from the Raccoons. Beautiful Gust split here to kill the front line. Nice bait on the engage as well. Linked will get run down here from Ubi. And that should be GG. Oh, what the? Oh, nice. Two versus 4 kill here. It's still probably GG, but they did lose their healer. Actually, Alcin spawning in 15. The objective will come in. Wait, did they throw? What was that false set? I think he was just trolling a little. I think they're all just trolling a little. Darkmonk and Ultralisk are not giving up though, and Alcin's up in 3, and X-Ray's up in 15 with D-Shield. This may not be game here, actually. With no healer. Oh, the Fly will come in. The Gust will come in. Ultra is getting engaged on, but he has Unstoppable. Darkmonk will fall. Ultra loses with 1 HP. Alcin pops his self-cleanse. The Kure will come under threat. We do have D-Shield up now. There is no Gust either. The D-Shield early onto Alcin. He's looking for a spear, but they're just clearing up right now. Ultralisk is still super low, but there's no heals here from X-Ray. Scorch spawning in 12? No, it won't be enough. They will just kill. Okay, it looked a little sus there, but they clutched it out. Okay, my MVP for this one is going to be Playe, aka Yone OTP, I thought he played the Joe beautifully. I think this is why I love Johanna. He kind of displayed it. You have the early game wave clear, so they can't push anything, and you're getting value. You can always bait engagers onto yourself. You get so much value from blinds and fights. Bless shield to force enemy cooldowns. Like always surviving with 1 HP in the team fights. Maybe he had a couple mistakes. Like I think on that one time bottom side overextending. I mean he got saved by Gus. But and then I'm trying to think. There's one other time on bottom he was anchoring a rotation and almost died, but he did live that time too. So I mean, I guess you can't really call it mistakes if he doesn't die. But yeah, I'll give MVP to play here, and then SVP. We'll give SVP to Ultralisk. I thought he played really clean. His mechanics are always clean. I thought he did a good job. Wailing arrows were good. Secured kills when he needed to. Didn't really have that many positional errors. And LVP, we'll give LVP to X-Ray. I thought X-Ray had some pretty questionable D shields, like very bad timing on the D shields, I'd say overall. And he got caught in the last fight without using his D shield first. Like he was super deep there. So yeah, there you go. MVP Playa, SVP Ultralisk, LVP X-Ray for this one. On to map 2. The score alignment kind of hurts my soul. Oh, is it not even? Yeah, hold on. Bro, I don't got the freaking graphics team for this, bro. Is it better or is it worse? Be happy you're getting anything, Lezer. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm still finishing my coffee. Okay, I had to set an alarm for this. Lezer, just consider it part of the charm. This is a real grassroots effort. Okay, how do you do, fellow kids? You know. Okay, map 2 coming in here. We do have first pick chosen by Sack of Doom. Map pick, we have BOE for Raccoons. Same bans to start it off. Both teams banned Lucio Ariel last time. This team also banned Hog. No, they banned the Haka last time, so they're switching into a Hogger ban. I wonder if Sack of Doom's gonna go a bit more standard here now. Now that they tried the double support and lost, I wonder if they're just like, let's just try standard, or if they're gonna double down on the cheese. And it looks like Sack of Doom's kind of worried about the cheese, and they're banning Ariel and Vala, the double support. Oh my god, instant Chen Ming. We know Ubi loves Chen on this map, and Disciple loves Li Ming, and Moranis also plays Ming, so very comfort picks. I do love Urel on this map though. Don't hate it at all. Normally in a center situation, you would see like a Hanzo. But, like, normally you'd see like Hanzo Diablo here, Hanzo Nubrak here. Oh, they're going Genji Ando, and I like it. Very aggressive. Very, very, very aggressive. Now, what Raccoons can do is ban a tank and pick a tank. I think it's normally a good idea. Like, for instance, you can ban a Nubrak, pick Diablo. Or ban Murden, pick a Nubrak. Like whatever tank matchup you feel like favors you. Yeah, there you go. Ban a Nubrak, I like that. I think a Nubrak is really good until Li Ming. And really good with Genji dive. Now, what these guys should ban is something that peels and heals and supports. So I think like Brightwing ban's good, Uther ban is good, Thrall ban could be really good because Thrall 4-man could beat them up. There's a Brightwing ban. Now, we might see the Thrall come out already, or you could just see the tank plus healer come out. Normally you see the tank plus healer come out. So you could see like a Diablo Rhaegar, you could see like a Muradin, Uther, something like that. I don't think they're gonna Ana here because there's a Genji, but they want to pick like tanky stuff. I think Diablo is pretty good for them. They go like Diablo Thrall, Diablo Rhaegar, Diablo Uther. Ooh, ETC, okay. Ooh, that is interesting. A Tyrande. I think she's kind of susceptible to Genji Light Bomb. Just kind of greedy. And ETC, he is a good peel tank, but he is pretty squishy as well. They're actually going very squishy. I wonder if we'll see the Thrall being taken away here from Sack of Doom. Although their race would be pretty bad. They don't really have the greatest immortal damage. So they might just go for the Hanzo or something else to do the immortal. Nope, they do take away the Thrall. I like it. I think it's a high IQ move because even though their race is worse, this makes their team fight automatically better. Because Thrall would have been the natural pick here to peel here. And now they can't Thrall. So now these guys are kind of out of options, really. But they could just play like something macro again. But I don't really know what they'd even pick. But it has to be something tanky. It might just be Cassia. It might just be an Imperious or something. I don't even know what you go here. A healer even? Ooh, a Makael. So it's kind of bruiser-ish. I think that both teams have kind of strange drafts, but I definitely favor the draft of Stack of Doom here. I think the ETC Tyrande rotation kind of threw it. I think if you just went Diablo Rhaegar or something, your draft would have automatically been better. Or if you just take the Thrall right away. Because there's always a chance they could have taken the Thrall. Like, even though you normally want to hold your damage for last pick, I think taking that Thrall early, as soon as they show Genji, I think you're allowed to pick Thrall whenever you want. But the downside of the triple bruiser comp that Stack of Doom is going is that their race is not that good. And also they are playing into Matael, and Matael is pretty good against all these melees, but I don't know, they're very mobile and they have a lot of damage. So Matael might struggle here. But in theory, if he's good enough at Matael, he could pop off as well. So yeah, I think both teams can win. Both teams have good win con. I just think that Sakadun's draft is easier to play and easier to execute and just like overall gonna be stronger in team fights. One thing to watch out for is the late game of Chen 13 shields. Once Chen shields are online, it can be really hard to win fights against the Chen team. And you always have the keg W scam potential. Like just kegging someone into your team and then getting a fast like stun into last rites. Yeah, overall I'll favor Stack of Doom's draft here. Player gonna get engaged on here. The Android root barely clips him at the end, but he's able to walk away. Ooh, nice pull there onto Alcin. He got stunned up pretty hard there. Very nice stun by Scorch. And a good pull to save him at the last second. I like that link. Like normally the Anduins in the early game, they never pull right in the early game, but you can tell he woke up. He's awake. Disciple gonna get engaged on 2 here, and he will fall. Ubi is down here though, and so is Darkmox. There's gonna be a 4v5 here. Darkmox looking for a knock. He does get Li Ming, but it's a little bit too deep. It's just a full ARAM down here. No one's soaking top lane. We just all rotated down for the YOLO, bro. But yeah, nice pick there on the Disciple. And Disciple's actually going to go up to top camp. So this camp should be taken for Stack of Doom. Although, wow, really nice bluffing here from Playa. You see this bluffing? He's pretending like Malthael is here. But Malthael is actually sneaking top camp. So I love that bluff. He actually scared them off of it. But now Ultra realizes, hey, we haven't seen Malthael in a while. This is free. But you see, Playa wasted so much of their time. This is a really high level tank play. Like bluffing when you don't actually have advantage. You can get caught for that, by the way. Like you can. Sometimes they call your bluff and you die, so you do have to watch out for that. But he's bluffing here again. Mateo's still not here, but yeah, just pressure, just keeping them honest. You know, never giving them anything for free. But you do have to remember, like that can backfire. You do see X-Ray going in for a jump stun, but Playa with the beautiful heal with the boop and the slide. We get the pull because he got booped all the way in. Another nice pull from Link. A bit too aggressive on the engage from X-Ray. He's got to be careful engaging so deep because they're so close to towers and ETC is always going to slide back into you. That's one of the best things about ETC as a peel tank. Like normally against ETC comps, you just want to go for the ETC because he's squishy enough and he's so good at peeling that most of the time the best option is just to chunk him out and force him to use cooldowns, and then you can maybe look for his backline. But if you skip step A and you go for the if you go for the backline right away, this kind of plays into ETC's hands and he's able to peel for free. X-Ray will look for the sun onto ETC, but it will go wide. Both teams doing bruiser camps. Darkmock already in bottom lane. I like this a lot. Get some early race started out here from both teams. Nice slide here onto X-Ray, but he's very tanky. I like how Stack of Doom is playing this. Darkmock in bot lane so he can knock in the camp. So he clears it very fast. Meanwhile, Disciple is still struggling to clear. Oh, nice slide there into the Immortal Sun. And another beautiful pull here from Link. Link doing a really good job, pulling everything perfectly. Darkmock jumping in to try to secure this halftime. And they will get the halftime of the Immortal for basically for free. The really good play so far. Darkmock even going to get the top wave. Really good macro play and really good pulls from Link so far. X-Ray just trying to stall here a bit. They will get the full race here. Playa gonna look for his own little trolling here, but they see Ubi in bot lane, so they're not really afraid. And they're actually gonna step up onto Playa, and they will get the stun into root, but he does slide away. Darkmock speeding away Alcin, and he will get out just fine. Anything strange on the builds? Speed metal's a little strange on ETC. Wait, hold on, hold that thought. X-Ray gonna get stunned up here by Tyrande. Playa looking for the slide, and this time there's no pull. The reset does come in, and Ultras will also fall. So X-Ray and Ultra is a little bit too deep there again. X-Ray, I think he's trying to do the thing where he's baiting as well, but he's not doing it as clean as Playa. And with no pull, he was just a little bit too deep there. Yeah, the Genji build's a little bit weird. He's probably gonna go Dragon Blade. Alcin loves to go Dragon Blade. There's actually an emote named after him. But yeah, normally you'd go E at 4 with that. But this helps him race, I guess. Q at 4 with Shingon. Although you won't have the reset at level 1. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit strange. Everything else pretty simple. Speed metal's a little bit strange. Instead of normally you'd go W at 4 here. And some people have been going Crowd Surfer. But although Crowd Surfer is getting nerfed by 1 second next patch. But yeah, normally you see Big W, especially into a comp like this where you want to peel. Because he can like knock away the light bomb or like the jumping in Urel or the jumping in Murden. But move speed's never really a bad thing. Oh, nice counter engage here. Playa missing the slide and getting rooted up. But he's so tanky, and Tyrande gets the moon on him. The Loon's Grace will just heal him up. Very nice healing there from Scorch, keeping Playa alive. Although in the late game, that would have been a kill. So once they get 10s, I think Stack of Doom can secure kills a lot easier. Especially between 10 and 13. Once the 13 Chen shields come online, it could be a little bit rougher. We'll actually find Moran is very deep here. He blinks away. The root doesn't hit him though. They're gonna switch targets to Scorch here instead. And he was gonna be the one to fall. So even though Marinus got caught, Scorch is actually the one to fall because the root got him instead of Marinus. The root was intended for Marinus, but it got everyone else. So very nice kill there though from Stack of Doom. Then Darkmog actually rotates down. So they will maybe lose a bit of top soak, although X-Ray is gonna start heading over and they will start racing again. So very timely pick from Stack of Doom to help them start working on this Immortal. And do we have Thrall Quest finish? We're actually one route away from Thrall Quest being finished. One globe away from ETC. Playa gonna slide in here, doesn't hit anything. He's just looking to zone them off the Immortal. And we do have level 10s come in. We could see a keg attempt. X-Ray gonna jump away wisely. Darkmont gonna run to bot lane to try to soak it up. Ubi getting his 15th globe there. Marinus meanwhile just solo racing down here. Both teams have pretty weak race, so there's a lot of time. Darkmog actually gonna find Marinus here and try to slow down the racing a bit. And the halftime will go over to Sack of Doom. Darkmog a little bit split here. Oh, nice little knock into the Immortal Sun. So looks like we're seeing a teamfight attempt from X-Ray. Jumps in, he stuns. He has the Avatar very early, and they're actually gonna go on Alcin, but the Light Bomb hits Disciple. Nice prey here from Link. We do have the keg into Mosh. The pull does save Ultralisk. Link doing really good heals. Ultralisk will eventually fall, but they use everything on him, which allows the D-Blade to get some value. He does miss. Oh no, oh, nice job from Alcin to secure that kill. Alcin missed the E, but he still got the kill. Link doing a really amazing job with his heals, man. Like absolutely beautiful heals. Beautiful light bomb onto Alcin to get Disciple here with it. And then he prayed for him, and meanwhile he pulled X-Ray, or he pulled Ultralisk, who was getting counter engaged, and got a heal on him, and almost saved him from last rides. So really nice engage and really beautiful heals from Link. They will look for Playa. Alcin does get the E on him, but he doesn't have enough mana for the last Q. And now Disciple and Ubi are jumping back in, but nice stun there from X-Ray and the root to peel. And they do get the full Immortal, but they have to run. X-Ray, he's not out quite yet. Does he have a jump? Oh, nice knock there. Really nice peeling knock there from Darkmoth to stop the power slide that would have gotten X-Ray. Hasu co-cast? Is he co-casting with anyone right now? Like, is he with Dino right now? If he's not, I can ask him for next series. Nice root there from Ultralisk onto Disciple. He will blink away to the Immortal. This fort should go down for Sack of Doom, and we could see a dive attempt as well with Light Bomb potentially. Actually, will the fort go down? This is a really good defense. Alcin actually gonna get slid here, and Karanda stun. The Sunder to follow. Another beautiful pull there. The Light Bomb does hit Disciple, but he does get the Loon's Grace onto him, so they're gonna have to disengage. X-Ray is running for his life. Darkmoth is coming to try to help. Darkmoth makes it in time. X-Ray does get last righted, and he will fall, but the beautiful boot from Darkmoth, and the D-Blade is hitting everyone. Alcin doing Alcin things. He does finish the kill, but he doesn't get the heal in time. And actually 4v5 here being lost. Even though Darkmoth made it, X-Ray kind of died before he got there. And the 4v5 being won here by Raccoons. Very well played. X-Ray again going too deep. I think X-Ray is, well, I mean, it started off with Alcin getting caught and having to get pulled. But then X-Ray got caught after. And even though they had the nice turn with Darkmoth stunning into the fat D-Blade, it just wasn't enough. So, yeah, Raccoon's gonna be very happy with that. Winning the 4v5, because meanwhile, they were getting top soaked that whole time as well. And there will be a half level lead here. Oh, Disciple getting engaged on here. He's pretty deep. He will pop the Fear the Reaper, but beautiful stun by X-Ray. Nice job, X-Ray. And they will look for Playa as well, but... Oh, they actually get the Sunder onto him at the last second into the Light Bomb. Wow, beautiful Sunder there from Ultralisk. What a game of swings here. What a nice find there onto Disciple too deep on bot wave without his team. They're already rotating topside. And beautiful pick, beautiful Sunder here from Ultralisk after Playa had already slid away. And now we will see probably another halftime going over. So pretty consistently every time so far this game, Stack of Doom is winning during the Immortal phase. And then once the Immortals are down, they're losing. It's kind of funny, like, they're winning all the fights when the... Well, I mean, this is when they want to win the fights, so it is nice for them. And XP will basically be dead even now. There was some nice counter race here, though, so it'll be relatively even halftime. Even XP, even half times. Both teams posturing around their immortals. Darkmock looking for a nice flank here. They are playing around their defensive spawn. X-Ray will get engaged on the bot side, though. He has to get pulled pretty early. Beautiful flank by Darkmock there, securing the Disciple kill. Darkmock, absolutely amazing angle there on the Urel. And we do see the Light Bomb, Dragon Blade come in. The Keg did peel, but Scorch is going to get sundered after. The Keg is really nice, but Scorch, he will fall eventually. Nice sunder there again from Ultralisk, and beautiful engages here. Wow, Stack of Doom doing an amazing job with these engages. It was a really good Keg to counter engage, but it was enough that they got the Light Bomb onto Scorch. The Sunder was there to follow. And the initial Darkmock play here to set it all up, finding the flank angle. He went for the long flank, and he finds Disciple a little bit too deep on the defensive spawn. Well played, well played, well played. So we'll have a full, basically half shield immortal here, plus 16s. They will get their own 16s with this bot wave and the next top wave, so it'll be 16 versus 16 on the siege. Li Ming and Malthael have pretty decent poke for the immortals, so I think they should be able to save this keep. And they will have a potential Keg to look for, but Sack of Doom can also look for their own kills. Power Slide will miss here. Play will get stunned, or sorry, double rooted here, but he's just fine. There's no stun to follow. Yeah, Li Ming and Malthael just slowly working on the immortal, while Ubi is just pretending like he's gonna keg, but he could keg at any point. That was a very early avatar and a very early pull. X-Ray kind of panicking. The Light Bomb anti-synergy with the Urel knock. X-Ray doesn't have Avatar now, so he's gonna have to run. Oh, but they actually get a two-man Sunder on the backside. The beautiful Mosh though, but they actually all get knocked out of the Mosh, but it'll still be enough to secure one kill. That's it, just one kill. So the Keg actually kind of trolling the Mosh there. But yeah, X-Ray again, too far up, and I mean I like the counter engaging time. It was just a really good Mosh from Play. And a bit of an anti-synergy on the initial engage. Like, the Light Bomb was too early that time. Darkmock didn't really want the Light Bomb, and he didn't expect the Light Bomb. They will get this top fort now, so it will be just about an even game. Bottom camp will go in here for Sack of Doom. Top still being sieged up, but they will probably back off, and both teams will look to do their bruisers before this immortal phase spawns. We could see something crazy here, but I don't know if they really want to go so deep. Looks like they're just gonna look to maybe poke bottom for it, or maybe looking for Urel down here. Yeah, both teams will just go for their bruiser camps. XP is just about dead even, map state's just about even, although this top keep is pretty low, and this camp will slowly pressure this top keep. So you are kind of on a timer from that. So raise spawn for both teams. I think the Toronto team raises harder at this point with the mark. No, it's just about even. Oh, almost dead even. 700 health difference. Ultralisk will get found here in the bot side, but he has a nice route to self-heal. Ubi jumping onto X-Ray, probably looking for the slide, but he will actually get onto Darkmock instead, who gets pulled out of his ult animation and gets one shot. That was a very unfortunate pull timing there. Link either have to use the pull right away or a little bit later. And this should just be Immortal going over. Although, Malthael went to clear top, so they could maybe look for a 4v4 on the way out. But no, they don't. Darkmock just getting caught there. I think he was too worried about X-Ray that he's the one who got gone on this time. And Link just wasn't ready. I think they're all too worried about X-Ray that they forgot that they could just go on anyone else. But a very nice slide there from, like, that. This is really good for Raccoons as well, as they made it look like they're going for X-Ray, then boom, reverse Uno card, like, just full 180 onto Dark Mach instead, and just blew him up with the Tyrande Mark and Mateo burst, Leeming burst. Really good one-shots there. Really clean power slide, and good follow-up as well. This will probably be the keep falling over, because there's no good range clear. Oh my god, Ultra is finding a Sunder onto Disciple, and he gets caught again. The Life Bomb will be good, but this time Tyrande has cleanse. Disciple, he keeps getting caught at really bad times. They might actually save the keep this time now. Yeah, that's a huge disaster, because if he didn't get caught there, like, the keep was just free. So, pretty big miss opportunity. I think both times in this game when Stack of Doom was looking like they're on the back foot and that Raccoons were running away with this game, like the first time on bottom here when Disciple got caught here, and then Playa got sundered in, like that was one huge swing, and then here again, like this keep was just free, but he just rotated too greedily. To be fair, it was a very nice punish from Ultralisk, finding the sunder onto him. Like, you normally don't see those willy-nilly one-man pick sunders, but Ultralisk, he's a gamer, you know? Ultralisk is a gamer. He will hit those sunders. So they saved their keep, and now the game's literally dead even, because both keeps are about the same exact health. I couldn't see a more even game than this. Like, what? Like, XP dead even? Kills are almost even? The keep health is almost dead even? Like, everything is dead even. This is literally anyone's game. What 20s do we have? Okay, so we have the stun root on Anduin, bolt on Thrall, upgraded D-Blade rewind, we got buyback on Mathael, attack range on Tyrande, we have 20 unstoppable for Chen, and bolt for ETC. Okay, so we could see some bolt slide plays, maybe. Bolt mosh play, maybe. Playa will get spotted up here in the bot side. X-Ray will miss the stun and almost get one shot, but Link does save him, and now we have the counter engage. We have the light bomb, D-Blade going in onto 2, and he does get the stun, but Tyrande cleanses it right away, and Alison will take a lot of damage, and beautiful Tyrande stun there. Alison doing too much Alcining, and even though it was a really nice D-Blade, it was just a little too deep. The counter engage though, ETC gonna fall. Link is getting chased down by Chen and Ming, he will fall. Disciple is fighting 3 with Scorch Heals, he will fall. Everyone is falling, but he does have buyback. So it is a 2-for-1 in the end. A 2-for-2, but a buyback. So we'll call it a 2-for-1. X-Ray, again, a little bit too deep. He did get saved, and the counter engage was good, but Alison just going in a little bit too deep on the dive. It was a beautiful D-Blade, but he's completely alone. So eventually they just turn around and hit him in the face. And Scorch getting nice cleanses onto every life bomb now. So the life bomb is not that effective unless you hit Scorch himself. X-Ray gonna get his jump cancelled, and he's gonna fall again. Really nice peg and wave of force at the same time. They both knew that he was gonna jump away, and X-Ray way too deep here again. He was trying to slow them down, but he's just staggering now, and this will be a full Immortal. This will definitely be game. I know I said that. No, I haven't said that yet, but I think this will definitely be game. I mean, Sack of Doom has to take a fight past, but they don't even have their tank. They cannot defend a full Immortal without taking a team fight. Like, they have to kill them first. But they can't really team fight because they're Murden's dead. So they're kind of checkmated. Unless they somehow pull off a 4v5 miracle. Or maybe they can buy enough time for it. The X-Ray is 20 seconds. So as soon as he spawns, they have to go, basically. As soon as he spawns, they have to send it. And all Raccoons have to do is not die. And it should be enough. We'll probably see the best way for him to win a fight is light bomb attempt onto Anduin. Or sorry, light bomb attempt onto Tyrande. I think that's the only way. Nice pull there onto Dark Maul. Disciple will get stunned up here by the level 20. There is the light bomb, but it doesn't hit the Tyrande. And the bolt comes in, but they're just all gonna fall. Nice mosh there onto the Anduin. And yeah, it was a Hail Mary attempt. A good try. Very well played from both teams here. A fun one. A bunch of shifts of momentum. A lot of picks. A lot of plays. GG. I will give my MVP to Once again, I will give it to Playe. I thought Playe is just playing out of his mind, making it look easy on main tank, and just absolutely gapping right now. Like, all the sides were good. The peel is good. Got caught a couple times, but overall, I think he did the most. So we'll give another MVP to Playe. SVP, we will give SVP to. I think we'll give it to Ultralisk. I think I would have given it to Linked, but I think because his early game heals were so good, but I think his later light bombs were kind of bad, and he missed a couple saves as well. So we'll give it to Ultralisk because he got them a bunch of picks to keep him into the game, and he was like making a lot of plays, even though he had the most stats. Like that was like towards the end, and I think all the fights they lost wasn't really his fault. So yeah, another SVP to Ultralisk. LVP, I think we're gonna have to give it to X-Ray again. X-Ray just getting caught at bad times, missing crucial stuns, and wasting cooldowns at bad times as well. So there you go. I think it was the same three. I think the same MVP, SVP, and LVP actually. Yeah, same MVP, same SVP, same LVP. Well, that's a 2-0 for the people.